Okay, so to kick off Sunday, we had Manly take down the Eels 26-12. Fairly convincing win here. Eels just still aren't much good. Um, but yeah, the big news out of this one is Tom Trbojevic is injured. It's an MCL, so I think Seabold actually said up to 6 weeks out. But I think we will need a better confirmation on that because I think MCLs are usually less, but we'll just have to see on that. But that would mean Hopewade will be moving to fullback, and Tommy Talau will probably cover him on the wing. So I don't think anyone becomes a buy. We can maybe have a look at Hopewade, but he is pretty expensive, and if you're jumping on, you'd really be wanting him to score those high 40s every week, which, we don't have too much data on his fullback games. I'll have to have a look if he's got any reserve grade stats at fullback, but yeah, we'll just have to wait till team lists come out. And if you do play draft and Hapawade's available, I'd be looking to pick him up off your waivers. But yeah, we'll start at the top here. So no one scored above 50 for Manly, which is pretty surprising. Jake Simpkin leads the way, 49 points in 50 minutes. 50 minutes a hooker here. He's not going to be scoring at 1 ppm every week, and I don't think we can look at him. He may also not get the 50 minutes every week. Like Jazz didn't play too many minutes this game. So it's just tough jumping on a bench hooker. You really need them coming on in the first half, and it doesn't always happen. So I can't recommend Simpkin as a buy. Cherry Evans, solid numbers here, but a lot of kick meters too, but just didn't have any attacking stats. Surprising when they scored 26 points. But yeah, Cherry Evans is losing another 20k here and continue to pretend he doesn't exist, I would say. Hopewade, 46 here with a try, so he would have played half the game at fullback, half on the wing. Really solid meters gained here, up over 200. 3 tackle breaks, and yeah, he's looking like a really good young player, but it's just stands to see if he can average these high 40s numbers at fullback, and I just don't know if he can, but it's definitely possible, and I think he'll be one we have to definitely have a think about this week. Olakuadu looked really good, damaging runs again, but only the 44 points here. He's just not scoring what he's priced at the moment, and he's going to be losing another 15k here. But with Manly in some decent form, I think you can probably hold on to him. He almost scored a try this week, so that would have put him into the high 50s, even over 60 here. And I think week to week, he's just one of their most attacking threats. Always, at the try line, he's always a chance to go over. I definitely look to be holding. In terms of buying, I'm not too sure. He'll probably play Origin. He does have like a round 9 buy, I think it is. So, yeah, one I probably wouldn't look at buying just because of that. Ruben Garrick, so after his 97 last week, he backs up with a 41. So, really solid here. 5 goals, 1 line break assist, but other than that, it's all base. Played half the game on the wing, so I'm not sure. I think he was on 25 at half time, so 25 at centre and then 16 on the wing in the second half. It's really decent numbers, and you definitely can't complain about that if you're an owner. But if you did jump on, I'd say that was a mistake. He's probably too expensive. Well, not a mistake, but just not optimal. Like you're stuck with him now. You wouldn't be looking to sell if you did jump on this week, but there's probably better options to look at rather than chasing someone who's just scored 4 tries. But yeah, 41's absolutely fine. Corey Waddell, 40 points in 40 minutes. Scored a try here. He's finally going to stop losing money, but yeah, I can't see him being someone we look at. Did someone else get injured here? No, I think, yeah, he came on at half time and moved to second row here. So he'll still be on the bench next week, and I wouldn't be looking at him. He will play lower minutes if there's no injuries. Luke Brooks, 39, pretty standard score from him. He's losing money. Bullymore, strong PPM game again. He's going to make another 20k, but just the 33 minutes, I can not recommend him as a buy. Gerbo, 38 and 67, pretty standard from him. His PPM's declining. He was a gun maybe 5 years ago, but not anymore. SST, Takiaho, 36 and 46, so he's making a bit of money here, but I don't think we can go into him. I don't think he's got great upside, probably playing that like 40 to 45 minute role. I don't think we can look at him there. Burbo, 35 and 80, that's pretty standard from him, making a little bit of money, but week to week, I don't think he's someone that we really want to be owning. If he was a bit cheaper, maybe, but he's already sort of priced at what he's going to be scoring-ish. Nathan Brown, first game of the season from him, he plays 50 minutes, just beats his break-even, and one I wouldn't be looking at all. Maybe until the origin period, you'll have Trbojevic out, presumably, Olakoatu out as well. In terms of the forwards, Paseka's not there, so he might have some big minute games at lock over the origin period, but for now I wouldn't be looking to buy him. Saab, 34 with a try, and he's losing money here. Cooler, 32 with a try, and he's losing money here, so both avoids for now. LEA, 30 points in 37 minutes. He's just not very fantasy relevant. Tavanga, same story. Wouldn't be looking near him. And then Trbojevic, just the 8 points here. So he's going to be out for up to 6 weeks apparently, which sucks for him. And just if you did hold him through that hamstring injury, you'd be really devastated, and that probably would have ruined your whole Sunday night. He's going to be priced around 600k when lockout lifts, and really just so unfortunate if you do own him. He's just seems like an injury prone guy, and it's just that risk reward you take with him. Potential to score 100 points, but potential to just get injured, and it's really unfortunate. So hopefully you had a few other decent scorers on Sunday that could sort of make up for it, but he's gonna be a sell, and I'd be looking at Scott Drinkwater, possibly Reece Walsh or James Tedesco if you need a wing fullback. Otherwise we'll just have to wait for team lists to see who else might be a buy. Onto the Eels. Joe O gets a try here, 47 minutes, scores 60 points. But without the try, would have been the score in the mid-40s, which is, his break-even's 41 here. Wouldn't be looking at him. Jermaine Hopgood, really unfortunate stuff. Not as bad as Turbo, but got sort of taken off there. The game was done. He 6 minutes to go. I was like, okay, 6 minutes, he probably would have got up to like a 60-point score, and I think if the game was still in the balance, he would have played out the rest of those minutes there. So not panicking too much, but 53, I really shouldn't be complaining about 53, but I did pay, I paid for a 55-point player. I kind of wanted a bit more than that, but it's the small things. I can't be too upset about a 53. In terms of him being a buy, I just don't think you can jump on him when it's been seen that he's not getting given sort of the high 60s minutes that we're looking for here. So I think he's a hold, but not a buy at the moment. Dylan Brown, still going to lose money here. He got a try assist in the last play of the game. But one I would be looking to strongly avoid while the Eels are just not very good. Junior Paulo, 45 and 58 minutes here. He's playing big minutes at the moment, but he's pretty expensive. I can't recommend going into him. What I can recommend going into is Kitione Katoga, 44 points here in the 80 minutes. So without the HIA, he did go the 80, and going forward, I can sort of see that being how it is. He didn't have that good of a game NRL-wise. His run meters were up a bit here, 71. He made a pretty bad error near the end of the game. But for a guy that's going to be priced at like 310k, if you're getting like mid 30s to 40s scores here, how's that happen? Let's see, 321k. So at that price, you'd be wanting high 30s, and I think he can definitely give that to you. And he's probably going to be the most bought player this week, I would guess, if he is named. So yeah, one you can look to move on, like a Sandon Smith or a Ayongi. Perfect buy. Centre edge duel, 80 minutes on an edge. Yeah, this is the dream for fantasy, really. So Lomax, 39 points here, going to lose a bit of money. 5 errors, but he's basically their best player at the moment. So he's always going to be in the fantasy points. It's just he's really expensive, so I wouldn't be looking at buying him. Dan Kerr, first game of the season for him, 33 minutes, 35 points. So if he does maintain a role like this, then there might be a bit of value there, but it's not pretty. And if he hadn't have come on for Hopgood, that would have been a 27-minute game, and it just feels like, if the game was in the balance, he may not have come back on. But yeah, I don't know if I could recommend going into him. I'd probably, a similar price, I'd prefer Dylan Egan, I think. Dean Hawkins, yeah, just the 34 from him. Not a guy we should be looking at. Joey Lussick, just going to be playing that 50-minute role at hooker. Decent score of 34, so he's going to make a bit of money, but I wouldn't be looking at buying him at all in that 50-minute role. Adokar, 33, standard winger stuff. He's losing a bit of money here. No negative stats for him, so pretty good. But yeah, just not a buy. Sean Lane, I think he had an HIA here, which he passed. And yeah, just 31 points with a try. Still losing money, so do not look at him. Iongi, he's going to make a little bit of money here with a 28. So once again, 172 run meters and some decent tackle breaks, 4 of them. So he looks really good on the ball. It's just the Eels aren't much good. He's that last line of defence, he gets another missed tackle here where it's just really hard for him to sort of be that last guy and make the try-saving tackle. I think decent scores may not be too far away from him, but we're at the point where he's just not going to be making fast cash, and there's a few cows that are, and he's going to be a guy where you can definitely look to move him on for someone who's going to make some faster money. So yeah, he's one that's going to be probably on the chopping block for me this week. Riley Smith, 27 and 31 minutes. He looks really good. Rookie hooker, and I think he's much better than Joey Lussick. He's just got to bide his time for now. They're going to opt for experience to start the game and then inject him in the second half. But yeah, for fantasy-wise, I wouldn't be looking to go there. He's with the 30-minute role, his scores are pretty capped, and he's not going to make too much money from here. Tui Vaiti, 33 minutes here, so a bit more than he has been playing, but his break-even was 24. He's only scored the 25, so yeah, I don't think we can go into him. Yeah, I'm not sure if he's going to get 33 minutes every week. He might have got a few extra this game just because the game was kind of gone, and they just left him out there for a bit more experience. Penasini, 24 points in 80 minutes. That's not ideal, and yeah, he's just one we can ignore for now. Geimer, just 26 minutes off the bench, wouldn't be looking at him. And then Sean Russell, 12 and 80 minutes. So yeah, Sean Russell just doesn't really do much if he's not scoring a try, and I would definitely not look at him. And that'll do us for Manly versus the Eels.